What up, everybody? I am Patrick Cloud, and welcome to another episode of Damn Internet, You Scary. Believe it or not, Tahir Moore is on vacation.
Yay!
Clap it up for that. And we brought back a regular. We brought Miss Lulu Gonzalez. Thank you so much for talking to me today.
You're welcome, because damn it, you scary.
Oh yeah, that's the new. That's like the new tag. That's what we're gonna do if we can't do the song, because you know we're chained to our Zoom shackles today. But yeah, I'm sorry I missed you guys last week. I was in Atlanta where it was very hot, but very amazing. Such an amazing black city, and I want to move. I think I'm moving there, Lulu. No, like back and forth.
Okay.
Not like just picking up my stuff on a stick and
with the little handkerchief, like I'm out.
With the polka dots on it. Like I'm going east, mama.
I feel like everybody's leaving. Everybody's either going to Atlanta or Miami. It's like nobody wants to be in LA no more.
Well, I mean, as much as I love Los Angeles, it's like when you see like a truly black community that's as supportive as Atlanta is, it's tough. It's tough to leave. I'm not even gonna hold you, because like it was crazy, because we were out there not only shooting, but we were doing like we had a whole day just for scouting black owned businesses that we wanted to pull up at. And it was crazy because not only was like everybody like super nice and like accommodating and like just like welcoming with everything, they also were like really quick to give out names of other businesses that were black owned and stuff like that. It wasn't just like all about them. And it's crazy, like you'd be surprised like how many people we hit up out here who like, and we want to do like a piece to like highlight them, and they either unresponsive or just like they're not like as accommodating. So
yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, so it's just little things like that that make it so much like more refreshing than it is in Hollywood. But
yeah, I think it's just because everybody here is jaded by Hollywood. So then they'd be like, no, like I'm like, how many followers do you have? I'm only gonna do it if you have, if it makes sense. Like
right.
Bitch, nobody come in here. Like no, trying to help.
It's true. You oh man, you'd be surprised like how many times we shot pieces to highlight a business or a person, and it was just like on set we had this moment like, is this weird? Like, ain't this for you? Like, I don't know. It was very strange. But it was an amazing trip, and we're probably going to be out there much more. But I say all that to say that's why I was missing you guys last week. But this week Tahir's on vacation, which is great. He's a workaholic, as you guys know. So it's good that he can lay that no neck down on a pillow and kick them stubby feet
his neck down if there's no neck, he laid his shoulders down on the pillow.
It's like chopping a tree down. It's just like that's Tahir laying down. But I'm glad that he finally can. Strays all the time, man. It don't stop.
And we all need a vacation. You just gotta be wise enough when to take it. We'd be like, no, I'm gonna hold out. No, take that vacation.
Wait. Before we jump into hypocrisy, when's the last time you took some time for yourself? Because I feel like you'd be working too much as well.
Funny you should say that. I went to Jamaica last month and had a grand old time.
Okay, we're in Jamaica.
Here's the funny part. I never left the resort. So I didn't really go to Jamaica. I went to a Jamaican resort. So
no, that counts. I hate when people are like, why didn't you, go out alone outside of the resort and walk on the streets and jump on the back of a motorcycle and really get to see the real city? It's like, because that sounds dangerous.
Let me tell you, I thought I was about to get kidnapped, right? Because I came off the plane and my dumbass forgot to like book a shuttle that takes you directly, like it's a bus that takes you directly from the airport to your hotel. I forgot to do that. So I ended up having to take a taxi cab, which...
From the airport?
Yes. That was me sightseeing. I got to the airport. He was like, where y'all want to go? And I was like, oh shit, he don't even know where I need to go. So I told him the airport, and then he's like, what you need? And I was like, what you mean? What do I need? He's like, what y'all want to smoke? And I was like, okay. I was like, I'm thinking I'm at a dispensary, Pat. I'm like, I'm, like a nice sativa or a hybrid, so I could stay up, He's like,
oh God, he probably heard that and was like, oh yeah, she'll go for a lot.
He came back out with 2 shish kebab sticks full of weed. I've never seen weed like this in my life. It was kebab? Like, it was on the sticks. It looked like kebabs. It was 2 long sticks. He goes, which one y'all want? I said, hey, I'm here for 3 days, bro. I was like, I can't take all this weed.
But give me all of them.
I was like, just give me this here right here. And get this little piece right here. I just need the 2 nuggets.
Okay.
He's like, let me see what I can do. And I was like, okay. He came back with some, like, he broke off a piece of weed for me. He had gave me like 2 big ass nuggets, rolled my weed for me, then took me on a nice little drive.
Wait, this was all before the drive?
This is before I even got to the hotel. This was in his town. Cause then I was like, damn, I don't have a lighter. He goes, I got you. He takes me to his neighborhood, his block.
Wait. Time out. Okay. He offered weed before you got in the car, or this was like en route to the place? You were already in the cab.
He's pulling my luggage to the car, and he's like, what you need? And I was like, a sativa. We get in the car. He's like, I'm gonna take you to a weed man. I was like, wait a minute, where, I was like, I don't really need it that bad. He's like, I'm gonna give you the full Jamaican experience. In my head, I'm like, I'm dead. I'm gonna die because I have my
murder isn't part of the casual Jamaican experience.
My dumb ass had on like my little Gucci bag, and I was like, oh, he just sees money. He sees money.
You pulled up to the airport with a Gucci bag.
I was in a rush when I left.
Lou, you're ex-military. You should be sharper than most.
And that's what I told him. He was like, so what do you do? I was like, I'm in the Army. He's like, still? Yep, now. Did
he make a turn as soon as you said that?
He was like, first he was like, you look simple. You don't look like you was in the Army. I said, I ain't no simple, bitch. Hold on.
Simple? What does that mean?
He was like, you look simple. You look regular. I was like, hey. And then I showed him my Instagram. And then I was like, I was in the military. And he was like, I'm in the military. He's like, no, you're not. I was like, yes, I am. And then I showed him a picture. He was like, oh, okay. So I let him know, like, I will kill you right now in case anything. Yeah, Liam Neeson, full Liam Neeson, right? So he takes me to somebody's house. It's literally somebody's house, Pat, in the woods.
This sounds like that Denzel. Oh my, this sounds like Training Day.
it was like no roads. We pull up and we park behind somebody's house. I'm in the car by myself. I had my keys. I had my little mace. And I was like, yo, I don't want to die over weed. And then he came back out and he was like, he not home. Winston not home. I was like, fine, fuck Winston. We just go to the hotel.
I don't trust Winston.
He was like, nah, I got another one for you. He takes me to another weed spot, somebody else's house. And then he gets me the weed. Literally, I was scared as fuck. He gets me the weed, rolls it up, then takes me on a tour of his neighborhood. He takes me to get a lighter. There's a whole bunch of Jamaicans in a fake ass park and like a lifeguard tower with no water. And they're just like hanging out. And he brings me a lighter. He's like, you look nice. I was like, thank you. Roll up the window. Thank you. Then he took me on a tour of the neighborhood, got me some sugar cane, took me to the gas station. I went to the corner store. I was like, this is as much as Jamaica I need to see. Can I go to the hotel now?
That's wild to tell.
I had a great experience.
I wonder how much of you saying you were ex-military played into
not getting killed.
I mean, I just watch a lot of movies. I'm not even saying this is something that happens in Jamaica. I'm hostile everywhere I go. If we were in Paris, I'd be like, who's trying to grab me? Like, so I just carry that paranoia around. But that's
why I carried my mace. I was like, I'm gonna die. He's gonna kill me. Like, I don't want to die over weed, especially. I mean, Jamaican weed. That's the type of weed you die for.
Jamaicans don't really play. I don't know how much that mace would have done. Like, there's some real niggas in Jamaica. You might spray them and they just look at you dead in the mace, just like. Yes, yeah.
And they're like, yeah, give me some wings. Like,
and it's crazy that you started all of this by saying, I never left the resort. And you had a more authentic experience that you was in the trenches.
Yeah, I was in Jamaica. I was like in the heart of it. So I was like, yo, I don't need to go anywhere. He's like, if you want to go like rafting and stuff, I was like, I'm cool. I'm cool right here. So I had my little 4-day vacation. It was amazing. And yeah, I loved every minute of it. Every 4 days. It went by like this though. Tell you that. I didn't do nothing but drink and swim.
That is you being okay makes that a great story. Because the taxi driver was just a really cool guy, you know. So that's that thing. But
yeah,
you also showed up to a foreign country with a Gucci bag and didn't get on the shuttle and went to a random taxi who took you into the city. That sounds like the beginning of a horrible movie.
By myself. I was by myself, alone. This was definitely a scary movie because I was like, yeah, this is the beginning of every Liam Neeson movie. I've seen Taken. I watched it on the flight over here just to make sure not to be that bitch. And then I was her. It was great. And it was scary. My heart was like this the whole time.
I was about to say during the story, it was kind of like that. I'm kind of glad, you know, I feel like
I was in the back seat like this. I had my keys in my hand because, you know, you could turn your keys into a weapon. And then I had my keys in my hand. I was sitting there like, this weed better be worth it.
He was probably in there getting the weed, like she ex-military, don't.
Because he even went like this. I was like, yo, I'm just, you know, just trying to be cautious. I'm out here in Jamaica. I was like, you know, by myself. He's like, that's what you're worried about? Here. And he gives me his card. Like that made a fucking difference. He's like, here's my card. So you know I'm legit. I was like, that don't mean nothing. That just means you have a great strategy.
That's hilarious. He's like, well, the card will get him. It just says like driver.
It said his name, his what he do, and then he had like something exotic adventures or something. And I was just like, man, this sounds like a scam. I've been scammed before. I know a scam when I see it.
Jeez, I'm glad you're okay. All right. And I'm not really good at transition. So and now for a commercial break. Ring, ring, ring. Answer it, Lulu. Answer it.
Hello?
Hey, Lulu, what's going on? This is Patrick. Man, oh man, I need some advice.
What's going on?
Well, I want to go. I'm about to go to Jamaica on a trip, and there's going to be all these girls there. But all of my pubic regions has been so hairy.
Oh my goodness. You know what would be great for your hairy regions?
You know what? I think so. I think that I'm going to try that MANSCAPED that I've been talking about.
That's exactly what I was going to recommend.
They got this performance package that I was hearing about, and their shears, 2.0 nail grooming kit. And if you can just join the MANSCAPED movement by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping.
20% off and free shipping?
Mm-hmm. This 4th generation trimmer features advanced skin safe technology to reduce grooming. You don't want any ingrown hairs or snags on your boys before beach season. I know I'm telling you all this, but yeah, this is just me selling it to myself, you know. If the powerful grid goes out in Texas again, you can use your Lawnmower 4.0 to illuminate the way because it has LED spotlights. So you can cut your junk in the dark.
Stop playing, Pat.
It's crazy, right? Manscaped even threw in 2 free gifts for their Performance Package 4.0, the Manscaped Boxers and the Shed Travel Bag, bringing comfort to boxers to another level. I'm actually going to take all of these to Jamaica. I'm so glad you talked me into this, Lulu.
So you get a travel bag, some boxers, and the 4.0 lawnmower groomer?
With 7,000 RPM motor. I don't know what that means, but it seems really powerful.
I think your boy's going to be A-OK in Jamaica. You might as well don't even bring any swim trunks.
I think so too. So just in case anybody's eavesdropping on this phone call, here's a call to action. You can get 20% off and free shipping with the code DIYS at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code DIYS at manscaped.com. Tame that summer swamp in your pants with Manscaped. Thank you, Lulu. Thank you for letting me call you and say all of this stuff.
Anytime, Pat. Get them boys trimmed.
Thanks. Beep. All right, so yeah, Jamaica. That's crazy. I didn't tell Lulu we were doing this, by the way. I did not tell Lulu. I was like, damn, how am I going to do these commercials? I didn't even talk about this. All right, well, thanks for.
That was great transitioning. That was great. You know you're working on it. It doesn't just happen overnight, you know?
Question though. Have you been out and about since the city opened up again?
What do you consider out and about? I go to
like,
Target.
Like, I mean, just even driving or just nightlife, whatever.
I don't really trust people. Here's the thing. Was already antisocial. Like, you know, I have a really big personality, but when it comes to like doing group things, I've been like, if I don't know you, it's like, But now it's like, I really don't trust everybody. So I still keep my mask on. I still social distance. I love it. So I haven't been out and about, but I've been out, just not about.
I feel that.
That makes sense.
No. It does, and I agree. Like I've been kind of like, I already adjusted to the pandemic because it was kind of my speed anyways. And I kind of like, I think it's been shitty since the city opened back up, because traffic in itself is so infuriating. I feel like I'm late everywhere because like I have a whole different sense of time budgeted for like where I need to like, or the amount of time it takes to go to all my like spots, whether it's like a studio or just like from like house to studio or whatever. And I'm not like used to there being so many people on the road. It almost feels like there's more people than before the pandemic, which doesn't make a lot of sense.
I got really mad yesterday because I was in traffic. And it was like, are y'all just outside to be outside? Like, why are y'all here? Like, what is going on? Like, we're still in a pandemic and y'all think it's over.
How are there more people?
I don't know. There's traffic everywhere. Before, I used to be able to calculate everything and be like, I'll be there in 20 minutes. Everything was, I'll be there in 20 minutes.
Exactly.
Now it's like 45 minutes to get to Hollywood.
And then you have that face in when you're in your car when you were supposed to be somewhere, and you're just like,
yep,
this is different.
That's why I asked you. I was like, is it Zoom today or do I gotta drive somewhere? Because that changes everything.
Not if it's 1000% necessary.
I hate the streets. That's why I'm trying to get out these streets.
I mean, you still gonna have to drive in the streets. Either way.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be wearing my mask forever. It's a great way to like get people not to talk to you.
That is true. It is very anti. There's not a lot of friendly people who look like friendly with a mask on. If you were to guess the worst cities like that when it comes to traffic in America, who do you think's number one?
LA.
You think LA is worse than other major cities?
I think LA is first, then New York.
Okay.
And then Atlanta.
Okay.
Those are the three major cities that I've actually had to be in travel-wise. And I think LA is probably the worst. Atlanta for me wasn't that bad.
There is definitely traffic, but it's not touching LA. But well, I guess it isn't because it's not even on the list. Atlanta's not even on the list.
Really?
New York is number one.
Oh, okay.
Boston number two.
Really?
Houston number three. Then LA.
I think Houston got all that traffic just because they be doing the most in the streets, and then they be doing the low, and all that extra shit. Like that's why it's all that traffic.
I used to love watching that when I was a little kid, but now as an adult, I can only think like imagine being late to set because Paul Wall is fucking sitting sideways on the 405, and I'm just like, yo, oh my God, it's noon.
Just drive regular, like
it's Wednesday. Y'all swinging? Ooh, I'd be so heated.
I think that's what it is. But New York, I've been my whole life. You know, New York, I'm used to it, I guess. But even so, like I feel like it's not as bad as LA. LA, it's really like a sit, like you sit in the traffic. New York is still like a LA, you be like, huh, let's just hang out.
That's better than New York stop and go. That's just like that. I can't imagine because like I see really aggressive drivers in New York, and it's like they don't see the people. They're just like, they'll move.
That's how it's exactly how it is.
Because you can't wait, like you can't do the whole, I'll just wait until there's an opportunity. You'll be there all day, and they got shit to do. I like New York.
That's why if you look at like how New Yorkers walk in the street, like even when we cross the street, it's different. We cross the street with a sense of urgency because we know somebody could hit you. Like LA, they have this whole, I'll wait. I love that they be like, wait, stop, car. I'm walking.
Or that like that attitude, like I wish somebody would. Like there have been so many people who just like they'll jaywalk and it's like that's fine, but like their attitude makes me want to hit them. Like, oh, you think I ain't gonna hit you? Like, it's like, oh, she really thinks I ain't gonna hit him.
I'm the person that I'll drive by really close to you too, really fast. Like, speed the fuck up. Like, this is the streets. This is for cars. These ain't for people.
I mean, unless you do that downtown, because all them niggas got weapons on them. So you might they might like pee on your car or something like that.
Yeah.
So,
I didn't know Boston though. Maybe because it's such a small area that it's so congested.
I don't know. I don't have a lot of Boston travel dreams, you know. A lot of I hear
like
the
Edward Kyrie
used very frequently. So I'm good. Shout out to Boston. Although I am jealous of the cobblestone roads.
Don't. Cobblestone roads is over. It's over the hype.
I like how it feels.
No, that is until you gotta walk on them or drive on them. It's not like old ass 1962s. Nah, man, I'm not doing that.
I that's the only thing I like. I kind of like about New England. They have like crazy foliage. Woo, the foliage.
The foliage.
No, I'm serious.
Did you just get really excited over the foliage?
The fall leaf change and the dropping. Ooh, the foliage.
You know what? Those are things that I didn't realize that I take for granted in New York because we get to see the seasons change. And I just took that for granted. I just thought that was normal. And then I moved out here and I realized y'all don't have trees.
I had one tree on the when I was growing up, there was one tree that changed and we used to always go, but once all the leaves fell, that shit was it.
And y'all sit around and like, ooh.
We be looking at palm trees in the dead of winter, just looking at it. It's like, you're not gonna do nothing. You're not gonna
I just realized that. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I used to love to see the foliage in New York. You get to see you get to see it and it's dropping and you get to, let me pick up some leaves. And I used to love to rake leaves and then like jump into them.
Until you learn that slugs were all in them.
Yeah.
But that's why I like going to CSUN, because Cal State Northridge was like way up north and they had hella crunchy leaves on the floor and I was just crunching. It was fire.
I hate cobblestones. That used to be my biggest pet peeve because in some places in New York they still have those cobblestone roads or whatever. And I used to hate driving through it. I'm like, fucking old ass New York. I don't want to drive in old ass New York. This ain't gangs in New York, man. Like, give me some cement, man. I work hard.
It does make sense. Like I went to the only time I've been to Europe was Ireland and they had cobblestone roads and it does give like gangs in New York, like Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah. And then especially as a female trying to walk in those roads is so hard.
Oh, that's true. And at night, you probably feel like you're being chased by Jack the Ripper or some
Yeah.
some ass menacing ass top hat.
You just hear the heels clicking as you try to run faster.
Oh my. Oh, that's big. You kind of ruined cobblestone roads for me.
Good. I hate cobblestone roads. Every time I see it, I'm like, why do y'all still have them? This isn't needed. We don't have horses. We don't have buggies and wagons.
I mean, that wasn't why they had cobblestone roads, though. That wasn't why.
Why was it then?
I just thought they had the cobblestone for the roads. I didn't think they were like, this would be perfect for the fucking horses. Like
maybe for the traction, of the wagons and the horses and the hooves.
I actually don't know if that's.
I'm just taking a gamble on that. This is what TV has shown me through my life. Just trying to, do Leonardo DiCaprio right.
Speaking of TV, and now for a commercial break.
Do you need me for this one too?
Yeah. Try to get my attention.
Hey, Patrick, Patrick Cloud.
Huh?
Pat.
Oh, my bad, Lulu. I didn't hear you at all. Thanks to my RAYCON noise canceling earbuds. Oh man, I heard of cancel culture, but this is ridiculous. You can put a pair of RAYCON wireless earbuds in your ears and it can make all the difference in the world. You get crisp, powerful beats at half the price of other premium audio brands.
What?
They look great and they feel even better. They come in a range of cool colors and with customizable gel tips included for a comfortable in-ear fit. And RAYCONs are built to go wherever you go. Wherever you go, with quick and seamless Bluetooth pairing and a compact charging case. Flip, flip, flip. That's the sound it makes when you put those.
You put it in the case. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. and talk about canceling out sound that you're not listening to. I've heard of cancel culture, but this is ridiculous. So listen up. RAYCON's offering 15% off of all of their products for my listeners for our listeners. And here's what you've got to do to get it. Go buyraycon.com/DIYS. Like, damn internet, you scary. Then you'll get 15% off of your entire RAYCON order. And it's such a good deal, you'll want to grab a pair and a spare. That's 15% off. Buyraycon.com/DIYS. Buyraycon.com/DIYS with bold print. Now back to ignoring Lulu.
Man, I need some of those. I wish Pat could hear me, but I'm glad he can't because I'm going to steal his.
I'm listening to One Wish by Ray J.
If I had one wish, I wish I had those.
And back to commercial. So
Back from commercial.
See, it's so good. You don't know what's the commercial and what's the show. All right, moving on in this crazy world. Well, speaking of being out here in these streets,
great transition.
Maybe it's good to get out of the streets because a Tinder date just sued a woman for not having intercourse with him.
Wait. This was not me, just so everybody understands that.
No. It was not Lulu. This was a Florida woman?
Wait a minute. She's suing him because he did not have sex with her?
Didn't even know you can do that.
Because I could sue a lot of dudes right now. There's a lot of dudes who owe me some sex, and I would love to.
Oh, you?
Yes. For whatever reason, all these dudes just want to be my friend and hang out and get to know me. And
what happened? Was there like a time that you were like taken out and you're like, all right, time for penis, and they were just like,
hey, let's not ruin the friendship. I like you. I want to get to know you. And I'm like, yeah, pull your dick out. And they're like, geez, Lulu, like, can we just get to know each other first? Like, I see longevity with you. I want to, pull your dick out. There's no longevity unless the dick works.
That's fair. That's fair. How could you plan for the long run when you don't get the long
The long the long run.
Well, who knows? I mean, next time that happens to you, you can say, I'll see your ass in court.
You don't want to have sex with me? I'll see you in court.
See your ass in court, sir. Because that's what happened. A woman broke down on TikTok how she was threatened to be sued by one of her Tinder dates because she refused the sex with him. This Emily McKinnon described her date on the platform where she said she was a law student and she assumed she was going to have sex with him. And he assumed she was going to have sex with him because they went back to his place. Absolutely not an assumption, because they could just want to hang out, you know.
What time was it?
That if it was like, you know, midnight and past, still shouldn't assume, but
don't go to his house.
That does kind of give signs, but like I said, shouldn't assume.
Look, I'm not that female that's like, girl, you went to his house at midnight, at 1 a.m., whatever. What you think he was gonna do? Want to watch Pixar movies with you? That's not happening.
But still, it don't even matter if she came over at 3 a.m. prime effing hours. If she don't want to do it, she don't want to do it. But you know, maybe try not to get yourself in such a
lawsuit.
A lawsuit, because clearly you can get your ass taken to court. So maybe just go back to your own place to avoid
this is what I do. I go on daytime dates. That way, you know, there's no misconstrued. Like, you can't say, oh, you want to come? No, I don't want to come to your house at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I do not. I do not. We could just
if you do, that could be for a quick lunch. That could be for a tag. I don't know what niggas meet up
tag.
In the middle of the day. I don't know. What else? I mean, what do people be doing in the middle of the day if you come back to that?
If you play a tag in the middle of the day, call me. Why did you call me?
Amazon? I mean, yeah, that just depends on what day it is. I like a good game of tag. First of
all, if me and him are playing tag by ourselves, we definitely fuck it.
That's
tag you in, I'm bent over. Like, that's how the game goes. That's adult tag. Okay?
It's super weird if you're not, because then it's like, all right, man, I'll see you tomorrow. Like, what the fuck is happening here? What kind of fucking...
That was a good game of tag. Woo! See you tomorrow. Same time.
Huckleberry Finn. Like fucking Calvin and Hobbes, nigga, grown ass people. All right. Let's find out what happened to this law student who's getting sued.
Wait, so she's a law student who's getting sued?
So the girl's getting sued. Well, I mean, threatened to be sued. Okay, because you know, getting sued doesn't mean it's actually happening.
Yeah, I just wonder if they were texting before and it was like real raunchy and real like, ooh, and then maybe she got there and then changed her mind. I think that's probably what happened. Because that's only grounds to sue on, like, Your Honor, we've been having text messages, conversations. I sent her dick pics. She sent me nudes. We had a verbal agreement that, you know, there was a transaction of sex, and then she came here and then she reneged on sex.
Oh God, I hope it never gets to that point. Imagine having a weak defense too. A weak DA.
I just picture Martin walking in like, did you get the draws?
The girl will accuse you of having weak D in both rooms. She's like, you got weak D here too. I took 2 L's.
Weak D and a weak D over here. Your Honor, I rest my case.
Well, here's what's weird about it. It says they went back to his place. However, she noted that it was not happening because she discovered he had poor hygiene as they were kissing and undressing. So
I wonder if it's the same. Okay.
So I guess she went over to smash. So it wasn't like no mixed signals thing. She went over,
Okay.
then they started kissing and undressing, and she discovered the bad hygiene. Now,
Okay. I've been there. I've been
oh,
there.
that is totally reasonable.
Totally reasonable. She
Totally
should
reasonable.
not be getting sued for that.
Totally. Well, I mean, she shouldn't be getting sued to begin with, but I feel like just because y'all started does not mean you have to finish. Because let me tell you something: a bad smell, something visual that you don't like, you should be able to say, you know what, I'm
Mm-hmm.
out of here.
Yeah.
This was not for me.
Oh wait, hold on. Apparently, Tahir Moore is in the chat, and
Tahir
he's
Moore is in here.
yeah, and he just lying in the chat. He said, "I just did paddleboard yoga."
Okay. Well, first of all, what's up to here? We spoke very, very highly of you earlier. We're really glad you're on a vacation, resting yourself. Don't nobody believe any one part of that sentence. Not the paddle, not the board, and
Or not the yoga.
not
I feel like you just in like a lazy river. Like you was not doing no paddleboard yoga.
try a successful yoga move on land, maybe. Maybe.
You're not out here doing the trees and the warriors princess. You're not doing that. You're not doing that.
He's eating paddleboard hoagies.
he's got paddleboard yogurt. Like that's what he got.
He's for sure doing paddleboard yoga. And downward spoon. Yum. All right. Sorry, no, I'm sure he's having a great time. Shout out to Hawaii.
Downward spoon.
Shout out to Hawaii.
No, that is
Oh
amazing.
my god. No.
I'm glad you're having fun to hear. You deserve it.
Woo. Okay.
Oh man.
So
Hippie goals, I got you. I did not forget.
Let me get back to this weird story. Okay. So kissing and undressing. She says, I tell you, it was a sight. It was a effing sight. There were trails. There was a vague bad smell. I had to get the F out, evacuate, abort mission. This was her official statement, by the way. I was upwind and I still smelled something. There was like skid marks in his undies. Not washed in a long time. Let me tell you something. First of all, she said trails. I immediately pictured like green smells, like the cartoon smell lines, which is wild.
Like off of Pepe Le Pew, like
yeah, like them cartoon smell lines. That's wild. And the skid marks, like, oh yeah, he did not deserve the butt at all. He did not deserve the butt.
He don't wash his own butt. He don't deserve no butt.
That is insane. Yeah, right. Skid marks. How you gonna handle another body?
I never understood skid marks though. I never understood it because it's like if you wipe your butt, right? Even if you wipe once and you don't go back for the second wipe,
right?
It still should be somewhat clean. So how do you get skid marks on? Do you just put your under and then you wipe with your ass? Like
I assume that they don't wipe at all. So their underwear just throughout the day gets in there and scoops a little out. That's the only thing I can imagine. You gotta wipe. You gotta wipe out here.
No. You're not just out here shitting and squatting and standing up. You're not just doing that in these streets. You can't do. I just always picture like they stand up and then they wipe their ass with they drawers.
Oh, that's even. I don't know which one is worse. I think that one is worse because at least the other one's just like I don't give a f. I don't wipe, and you just go throughout the day. But to wipe with your underwear and then just sit in it, those are both different kinds of villains.
That is but so she saw the skid marks.
She said no. She said this was disgusting. She saw the smell. She saw the skid marks. She said I'm out of here. So your boy Chad, I guess his name is paid someone to serve her with papers days after the bad date. It said, I left, and a few days later, he had paid someone to serve me with papers to sue me for breaking a verbal contract. But it's okay. I fixed it because he had spent a bunch of the time telling me about how his dad's lawyer has his dad's a lawyer. So I made an appointment with his dad and just like told on him to his dad. Okay, she's pretty cool for that.
Hey, when all in doubt, call their parents. Call
Wow.
a mom, call a dad. I definitely would have went to her dad, his dad, and be like, "Look, your son is nasty. I would have fucked your son, but he nasty."
And that it was professionally. It wasn't even just like, hey, he's, so and so did that. Chad, suing me. It was like, I'd like to hire you to attack your nasty ass son who don't wipe. And he would be like, wait,
She
what?
made an appointment.
That's great. That is a great type of shout out to Emily McKinnon. That was
You go, Emily. That's
was
that's I love it because I wouldn't have thought of that. I would have just been like, I'm gonna go beat his nasty ass up and like throw some mad like soap at his door or something like that.
so.
But for
Oh,
for
right,
you
right,
to
right.
do that,
That's kind of hard though. And like good for her for not only like, having the standards like, oh, this nigga nasty, I'm getting out of here. But she also remembered it so hilariously. Like her recap was like, I don't know, it was pretty legit.
you know why? Because she wanted to make sure in her recap that she embarrasses the fuck out of him.
Boom.
And you gotta do it. You gotta do it like you know how what's her name? Tabitha Brown would do it. You gotta read him right, and she did it the correct way. Because everybody else would have just been like, "Yo, this dude is nasty." But she was like, "No, I'm gonna go to your daddy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make a statement." Because now what she's done is now she has to make a formal statement, and it's on record forever that you are just a nasty ass motherfucker.
And yeah, and you're if it does go to court, you're going against your father, who was probably your lawyer that you wanted to like hire. So now it's just like, who do I get now?
And
Because
then could you imagine being on trial and then your dad is like cross-examining you like, so on the night in question, did you or did you not have smells coming
right.
from your underwear, sir? Remind you, you are under oath.
I would like to cross-reference the nasty ass witness.
Exhibit A, these are the draws. Like,
Nasty ass, my nasty ass kid. Well, at the end of the day, he did not get the butt. Sexual intercourse transition. Commercial break.
oh snap. Do you need me again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Knock, 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 knock.
Who is it?
It's Patrick. Can you open up, Lourdes?
Sure. Come on in, Pat. What's going on?
Lulu, I was about to have sex with one of your neighbors and I could not get it up. And she laughed at me. Boy, did she laugh.
Oh no.
Oh man, if only I had something that I could take that was better than, all those other, pills that could help me get a stiffy.
It's funny because I think I might have something that you need, and I think you know what it is.
What? That's crazy. There's no need to even say what you had because I just remembered Blue
That's
Chew.
exactly what I have in my house.
Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in chewable tablets and at a fraction of the cost. You can take
Hmm.
them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises. I
Hmm.
wasn't.
But
The
you are
process.
now because I have some for
Oh,
you.
nice. Let me take some and I'm gonna eat it right now because it's chewable and very fast acting. So if she'll take me back, I should be ready very, very shortly. The process is simple. All you got to do is sign up at bluechew.com and consult with one of their licensed medical providers. And once you're approved, you'll receive the prescription within days.
Days?
Days. The best part, it's all done online. So, no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations like this one, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Blue Chew's tablets are made in the US of A and prepared and shipped direct to your door in a discreet package. So, no one will
Ooh.
know you're trying to get a stiff.
Hmm. Local stiff.
So if you could benefit from extra confidence when it's time to perform, Blue Chew can help. And we have a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew for free when you use our promo code DIYS at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's bluechew.com, promo code DIYS to receive your first month for free. Visit bluechew.com for more details and, more importantly, safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring this podcast.
Oh, well,
Now,
since yours is coming in 5 days, give me mine back. I have a special visitor later.
but wait, the girl next, oh, never mind.
Well, you could take one. Take
Okay.
one.
Thank you. All right, about to start a stroking. Thanks, Lulu. I don't know. I think
that's legit how every one of my dates end. About to start stroking someone else. Thanks, Lulu.
At the end of your date,
I'll be like, what's up? We're not gonna fuck. Nah, but thanks for the alley-oop.
are you giving strong enough hints? Because
yes,
especially in these times, and this isn't another, that sounded like another commercial entrance, especially in these times, guys don't be taking hints because girls either barely shoot they shot and they'll just be like, well, I liked 2 of his photos from 2017, or I don't know, but
Patrick, you should know me better enough than that by now that I will be really honest. And
I didn't know if the pandemic did something. Maybe it made you a little bit more like, oh,
it made me more like, hey, what's up, man? Trying to get a flawless victory out here. What are y'all doing?
That's the flawless victory sucks because that means they attacked right at the end, and you're like, dang, I almost got it perfect. Almost got it perfect.
Almost. Yeah, no. Have fun. Start a stroking.
Hey, you know what? This is a perfect transition into the next topic, because even though Blue Chew could have you out there, stroking it up, and the city's open and everybody's out there going crazy, doctors are starting to see a rise in the STFDs now that
really
out there post pandemicing. So people are out there whiling. That is, so make sure y'all still stay tucked in, keep the mask, keep the penis mask as well. I don't know why everybody started like getting all crazy about like germs and like hand sanitizer, spray, but then eat butt and go raw the same night. It's like, damn, like
what's this? So backwards. It's like I was actually dating during like the height of the pandemic, and I just retired this season.
Put your jersey up.
Yeah, I put my jersey up. Y'all see me next season. I lost. I felt like Chris Paul. I was like, I'm never getting to the finals, so I'm never getting there. But it would be weird because I would go on these dates and these dudes are like super like, masked up, blah, 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 blah. And at the end of the date, like, you want to kiss me. Like, you don't even know me. And then you want to kiss me? We just had masks on. You want me to take my mask off and then kiss you? You're weird. You're weird.
Well, what if they were masking it because of like the restaurant that y'all were at, or like,
because in the restaurant you could take it off, and then we're like across from each other, so I'm not like really in your face. But so then it would be like,
when was he wearing a mask then?
When we met and when we would walk around afterwards, like after we ate, we was walking around, and then he took his mask off and was trying to kiss on me. I was like, I don't know you. What's your test like?
Let
me see a test. You took a rapid test?
Nostril or
I'm gonna start asking dudes for rapid tests now, because it's crazy. Like I'm saying, like everybody was, like you said, everybody was so like germs, but then there's so many pandemic babies. Like everybody's like, but I'm a raw dog here.
That's hella true. And I never really thought about the motion of like taking off a mask to kiss, because I assume whatever you guys were doing was intimate enough to not be masked up before that.
We went to dinner.
No, I'm just saying, like when it comes time to kiss, I don't see any situation where like both of y'all would have your mask on, because it seems like that situation would have already been a non.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I kind of get that.
Yeah, but if we not kissing and we not even there, we just trying to get to know each other, I'm gonna keep my mask on because I don't know who you been with last night. I don't know what you was doing.
Well, someone in the chat said stroking with the mask on feels weird. I'm assuming you mean two people.
Have you tried that? That might be fun.
What?
Stroking with your mask on.
You talking about like solo?
No, both of y'all, like two people.
With the mask on? That's what I was just thinking. Like, that seems like you guys are past COVID.
Are you? Keep the mask on. Put a mask on your penis. You double masked up.
Oh yeah,
right?
I mean, it would definitely have to be safe sex for sure. That's
you don't have to kiss. This is for people who don't like to kiss. That's
are they
weird.
Naked? Are they naked or what?
Yes.
Fully naked
with mask on.
No breath trading.
No.
There is 1000% some pornos out there like that. I guarantee you.
I haven't seen it.
I mean, neither have I. But apparently,
I would search it now.
Hot. Yeah, I mean, like if you sweating, I don't like being outside when it's hot and you got that, especially like that surgical mask, and it start getting all damp with your sweat. Like that's not a good time.
See, I be in the gym with my mask on, so I'm used to it. I'll be running with my mask on, and it'll be sweaty and it'll be wet, and you can still breathe. So I think it's possible. Wait till let me get a boyfriend.
It's someone MTM says you can transmit COVID through sex. Really? How?
If you have a mask on and a condom on?
Is it the condom that's keeping the COVID, or is it you guys just touching each other? Period. Like maybe I don't know how COVID is.
I don't think we know how COVID works.
I don't think we know how it's transmitted. I assume if you guys are getting that close to each other, then it's already, you don't need the mask. But that's.
Chris said it's just hot. You can do it. Lightheaded, sweaty.
That.
Yeah, somebody might get lightheaded and pass out, but that might be good, depending on who pass out.
That doesn't sound like a good time at all.
If she passes out, you could keep going,
I think I'm okay. Well, you know what? That is a perfect transition into this story, because medical history was made when the first man broke his penis during sex. It was actually broken. This actually hurts to talk about. But oh God, this happened in the UK. Dude broke his penis. He snapped it lengthwise during a disastrous sex session with no masks.
No, did it say no mask?
No, he didn't say that. But this dude was 40, so he got a good, 40 years of using. But this is the first documented case of a vertical penile fracture. Apparently, it says it buckled. Oh, God.
Wait.
He's more than likely an ill-timed thrust landed between the woman's genitals and her butt and her gooch. I don't know if it's called the gooch if it's the girl, but yeah, apparently it buckled like a damn Quaker hat. That thing's be having some big ass buckles. I never got what those were for. Was it to tighten the hat? Was that like the first snapback? No, for real though. These are actual questions. Like I always wonder, like, is it a buckle for play, or is it like is it adjusting? Because them niggas had big.
I think if you have like a big buckle, like you got big money. Like if you don't got
bigger
no buckles
the buckle, the bigger the stunt.
Yeah, if you don't got no buckle on your hat, it's like what you really contributing. Like,
but they were switching their wigs up every day. They had a different powdered wig that sometimes they had the long, tall one. Sometimes they had the oatmeal ones.
Yeah.
So you might want a hat that's adjustable. I always assumed that the buckle helped with the adjust.
I don't think so.
No.
So wait, so he okay, so when you break it vertically, right? So I'm assuming it was hard, right?
Had to be.
So you broke it when it was hard. But how do you heal that? Do you put it in a cast? Do you like I didn't know we could break.
That's crazy, a dick cast.
Like you still gotta pee out of it.
That's
And like you're still a man, so you will naturally get hard just doing anything. Like, does that hurt? Like, I don't understand. Like, how do you heal a broken dick? And would you, as a female, it's like, I don't know if I want to be with somebody who had a broken dick.
oh, why? That's messed up.
Cause then I'm like, well, is it gonna break again? Like, you just don't know. Like, I don't know. Now I gotta be extra careful. Now I'm looking at you like, are you okay? Does this hurt? Am I too rough? Am I, like, like
you think that it's gonna break again? And it was
yeah.
the first one ever. So it's not like he was stroking harder than anybody known to man. He might have had some weak peen. Damn, an ill-timed thrust though. I imagine it sounds like a pretzel breaking. I don't know why. That's
that snap, like
just because that's what it sounds like a bone that's not really a bone would sound like. But it says a broken penis occurs when the man ruptures the rubbery sheath of. You know what? I'm not going to go into this.
Rubbery sheet? There's rubbery sheets?
I said sheath, rubbery sheath of tissue below the skin that allows the penis to increase in width and length to produce a firm erection. So I guess there's like a little thing there that makes it wide and lengthen, and then full mast they call it.
But how do you let it heal?
It says it feels like you have a broken bone, but I guess it's technically not.
Okay, so does it just stay limp like this the whole time? Like, does it have like?
It says it says considering it's only minor swelling and the popping sound, rolling of the skin and other symptoms. And it said there was a 3 centimeter long tear. I don't want to read this anymore. I want to read it. I'm getting a little lightheaded, but you could go ahead and research that as much as you want.
I just want to know, how does this heal? Like,
cast.
He has the dick cast?
I don't know, but that's the funniest way out. That is the.
I wonder if he got like all his bitches to like sign his dick cast. So.
Hilarious. And just by the second one, it was just like, who is this? I did not think this through. I just wanted signatures.
I did not think this through.
Yeesh. I had a lot of cool little sex stories. Okay. I think I'm out of the sexual stories. Let's get into some weird shit.
Sexual.
There was a missing toddler that was found by the journalist who was sent to cover the story about the child's disappearance. I'm going to read that one more time. A missing toddler was found by the journalist who was literally sent out to cover the story about the child's disappearance. That is some X-Files shit.
Call me paranoid, but what if she abducted the child?
The journalist?
Yes, in order to get the story. And then she just mysteriously finds him.
That's not a bad plot, to be honest.
I watch a lot of movies. I seen it on Homeland.
That'd be a dumb thing to get caught for. But this happened in Italy. This was found. A missing toddler was found by a journalist who was sent to cover the story about his disappearance. A 21-month-old boy was reported missing on Monday after he wandered away from his home in the middle of the night. The child's disappearance gained lots of attention from journalists and media outlets who quickly traveled to the scene to cover the story. One of those journalists was Giuseppe Di Tommaso. He was researching this story on Wednesday, 2 miles from the boy's home, when he heard him crying out. He said he heard mama, and he literally found the boy. So that's a good story on the journalist's point of view, because he basically can say it all in one article, everything that happened. And he was the hero. But you're right. Your story kind of still checks out.
Yeah, I don't believe none of that. He just randomly heard him saying mama. So all this time, everybody else, nobody saw this little boy, but he just managed to wander out in the middle of the night.
Sounds like a napping.
That's definitely a napping if I ever heard one.
Sounds like a kid a napping.
That is shit, man. He did that on. You know what it is? I always be thinking, like I watch a lot of movies, and it's always that one journalist that's desperate, like their career is on the rocks, and they need that one story that's gonna propel them to the next stage of their
this
career.
Make me the chief. Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna make them. I'm gonna get my Pulitzer off of this one.
And then next thing you know, he's snatching babies.
Snatching babies. He got desperate. He's like, what people love, kids. What they love more, finding kids. I could do both.
You might have just gave some creepy journalists the idea, to be honest. All right. Rough transition. Final commercial break.
Okay, hold on. Let me get ready.
Wait. No, this one's kind of, I can't even joke about this one. This one's actually a little serious.
Do you need me or no?
No, I'm just going to read this one.
Okay.
I'm just going to read this one. All right. All right. I just wanted to give a shout out to our sponsor of this episode, BetterHelp. Is there something interfering with your happiness or is preventing you from achieving your goals? If so, BetterHelp will assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist, especially after the cities are opening back up. You guys definitely need to take care of your mental health. That's very, very, very important. You can start communicating in under 48 hours. It's not a crisis line. It's not self-help. It is professional counseling done securely online. There's a broad range of expertise available, which may not be locally available in many areas, which is great. And the service is available for clients worldwide. You can log into your account anytime and send a message to your counselor. You'll get timely and thoughtful responses. Plus, you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions, so you won't ever have to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room as with traditional therapy. Also, BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches, so they make it easy and free to change counselor if you need to. It's more affordable than traditional offline counseling, and financial aid is available if you need it. So BetterHelp wants you to start living a happier life today. All you have to do is visit their website and read their testimonials that are posted daily. And, you can, to do that, you can just go to www.betterhelp.com/reviews. And you can visit betterhelp.com/DIYS. That's better, HELP, and join over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced professional. In fact, so many people have been using BetterHelp that they are recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states. So remember that this podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and damn internet, you scary listeners get 10% off of their first month at betterhelp.com/DIYS. Take charge of your mental health today. Very important, guys.
Oh, I want some BetterHelp. I just fired my therapist.
Oh, there you go. We've actually been hearing a lot of success stories about that. So,
nice. I need one.
Apparently, the way to go now.
Yeah, therapy is awesome. I love therapy. When you got the right therapist, it's amazing.
No, for sure.
I'm gonna get healthy. Ooh, I'm gonna be non-toxic.
Good. That's a good goal to have, actually. Let's talk about this cow that escaped a slaughterhouse. Did you hear about that?
No, go cow.
The cow escaped a slaughterhouse and literally found a farm sanctuary. This is literally like some Pixar shit.
Yo!
Serious. There was a slaughterhouse called Manning Beef, and 40 cows actually escaped. It was kind of viral. There was like cows running through like all these neighborhoods. And one of them, the one that was left, managed to find a better life on a farm away from the constant fear of being turned into a beef patty. The other unlucky cows were returned to the plant, and one was even shot by police for charging a family. Trash. So it says, who is this? The chairman of Manning Beef says, "I am in the meat business. The animals were harvested. Note they were raised for the public to consume." So he knew that the people were on the sides of the cow, but one made it. So, I mean, he should have a bio. Definitely should have a biopic, some type of video, movie or something, some type of animation.
Well, you know, there's Ferdinand. Ferdinand the Bull.
He
Yeah.
escaped from a slaughterhouse.
Nah, Pixar not gonna do that. But they definitely should make a movie about these cows. I love to see free cows, especially like cows that get to like roam in like nice green grass. Because you know, if you ever go to the bay, they have like all these cows, and you see like they have like the cows that's ready for slaughter, and that shit is so sad. It's a dirty ass farm. It's nothing but mud and cows. And the cows look so sad. They know they're about to die. They literally know they're gonna die. They have no like umph into them and nothing. And then like 2, 3, 4 miles down, you see all these cows who are like happy cows, and they have their grass and there's green grass, and they're just having a good old time.
Is that because those are milk cows?
Maybe, or yeah, maybe those are milk cows, but we shouldn't be drinking milk anyway. Like that ain't us.
And why aren't the ones that are about to be killed have the green grass and they should be the ones that are getting, smashed every day. Like they get as much, sex as they want. They can eat whatever they want. They got the grass. They should be good before they go. That's messed up.
And that's why a lot of like the food like that, like you could it don't taste as well because you could like the fear of their death. What? And when they die is in the meat, and it tastes weird. It tastes like fear.
The
like,
fear?
The fear transitions into to the meat.
Well, I mean,
that's why they be like, we got happy. You said some commercial like, we got happy organic cows. Like we just happy cows. Like
I thought those were talking about milk cows because they have to, since they have to keep producing milk. I just thought they like kept them good, but it was like what I'm thinking is aren't all cows that are about to be killed have fear in the meat? Because I don't think any cows are like, yeah, I wanted this.
Nah, I think maybe the other cows get killed like without knowing. Like they just be in the fields like, oh, this is a great day. And then they get like shot in the head or something. These are like, it's like an assembly line. It's like an assembly line, and they're literally like walking the cows to their death. So it's like, it's a whole bunch of cows like, hey man, what happened to George? Like, and then they're next.
Oof. I mean, this story hit different because
See, even the chat says it releases hormones and stuff in the body. The trauma can be released into their muscle fibers. Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
I had to read this the day after July 4th though, because I put some fear on the grill. I'm not even gonna lie. I had a whole bunch of fear on the grill. Oof.
After you ate it, you was probably paranoid and scared.
That's rough. No, I was full and sleepy, but I definitely did. I feel bad though. I definitely feel bad because
it's yeah. I don't know.
You can eat the emotions for reals.
Yeah, man, that shit transitions. That shit transitions right into you, and then you eat it, and you like, man, why am I so sad today? This burger is delicious.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time I had like a burger. Like I've been trying to do like the Impossible burgers and stuff like that. But
you didn't do no barbecuing yesterday or eat barbecue?
Nah, yesterday I was all like cauliflower rice and turkey meat and.
Oh, you had a boring.
Barbecue. Yes, I did. I didn't barbecue at all. I didn't want to be around a grill. I didn't want to be around nothing.
Okay.
She said, I'm gonna still eat oxtail. Oxtail is different.
Boy, oh my God. I just had some oxtail tacos the other day. Woo.
Oxtail tacos? Where you get that from?
My 2 cents. We just did a pull-up. It's a Black-owned restaurant, actually. All Def, we just did a piece on them where we had people like come and like eat some of the stuff and like highlight the chef. And yeah, I keep going back. I keep going back for the oxtail tacos.
And it's in LA?
It's in LA. It's called My 2 Cents.
Oh, I want that.
Check it out. Put My 2 Cents pull up.
I'm gonna do that.
You'll get the full experience.
Ooh.
But yes, Lulu, this was very, very fun. Thank you for pulling. Thank you for pulling up. Speaking of pull up,
Pull up on me.
this was very, very fun.
I had a great time, and now I know there's oxtail tacos out there in the world, and now I need it.
Right? That's even
I,
like a food. You get a food send off and everything.
yeah, this
Recommendation.
was so informational. I found out that men's penises can be broken vertically with the wrong thrust. You could sue somebody, if they didn't give you sex.
Maybe not
This was
successfully, but
this was so informational. I had so many great commercials, you know.
got to figure out something to do with these commercials.
Oh, you did a great job, Pat. You did a really good job.
Thank you. I usually don't do the commercials.
I know. We know. But you did.
I'm usually tiptoeing in the back, like making other stuff happen.
Yeah, make another drink or something, get some food. You take a real break.
Exactly. I thank you for recognizing that. But again, thank you so much, Lulu, for pulling up. The Scary Squad always loves when you stop by. And Scary Squad, you guys were you guys were going crazy in the chat. Always appreciate you guys for pulling up. It is so hot in here. It's so hot in here. I just need this AC to turn on. So Scary Squad, we appreciate you guys for pulling up. Everybody else who watched this on Thursday, we hope your week's going good, and we will see you guys next week. Later, y'all.
Damn it ain't you scary.
There it is.